Now return to Let's Play Cities Skylines. Okay, so the airport is, well, it's set up. We're not done yet. We gotta beautify and fence off and do all that stuff. But while the death wave is going and we have no demands, I figure let's go ahead and hook up this cargo terminal to the rail. And best place, I think, to come through the mountain is going to be here. This is about the flattest spot, so let me pause for a moment. And we'll kind of pick it up here. So grab you. We want to be up. How about, well, you know what? That's good enough. Okay. I'm going to have to set myself a little marker here. And I want it to maybe, I mean, really, actually, that alone could be far enough. So let's try going down. It's getting awful flat there. I like that. Cool. Okay. So we'll now grab you from there. Whoop, that is the wrong set of keys. Okay. We gotta bring you straight through the mountain. And then we would like you to come back out to be straight. That looks like it does it, so let's try that now and pop you out. I'm gonna guess as soon as it changes, that is where... Yeah, that's an okay curve. Raise it up a little. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now we have to bend it. So we're back up here. Let me, I guess we're going to want something like this. Nope, we want it to be shorter so it has a... There we go, that's more like it. And just eyeballing it there, we're going to grab it from there. Yeah, that works. That works just fine. Now we have to come in here and do this fun stuff. So we'll grab it from here and actually, yeah, right about there. And then we want to grab it there and maybe not there. How about? Okay. I don't care for that. So let's try it a different way. Let's do... Okay, I don't think... How did I do that over here? You. See, and that's about the same distance away, but I moved it. Okay, it's just a longer curve is all. So really, I guess it's my own fault because I didn't... If I'd attached it there, I could have lined it. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, we'll just... Wow, it doesn't actually like a longer curve. Well, we'll fake it. By fake it, I mean we'll just take the move it tool here and give it a bend. Yeah, that one though looks like a very tight derail the train kind of curve. So let's maybe attempt to fix that one. Okay. Sure, we'll go with it. Okay. So that goes in and out of the rail cargo area, and boy, you know, I mean, it would make a lot of sense to have it hook up here. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to leave it right now. And there's our cargo plane coming to the straight-up cargo airport without the rail input. I imagine this rail hookup now is going to cause this one to be considerably busier, despite the fact that no planes are coming in, just because the amount of trainage we get is pretty insane. Although, if this works anything like a train station, then that means that all of the industry has to come out here in the beginning. Maybe not, we already got a plane. I do kind of like the roundabout design for this. See, now, this is where this should have been just modular. You know, add more strips, add more terminals, and then you wouldn't have planes just hanging out here. Like, you could just... And what is the point of this, too? It looks like there's 3 slots there, but you can't... They should always be prioritizing the furthest one. And they know this, too. The programmers would know this, because they programmed it so that it loops. Like, why are you waiting to taxi onto that runway? Are we waiting for somebody? Somebody's landing? We're waiting on a lander. But yeah, so the developers program this so that it comes in and does a loop and then zips back out. Good, good. But if you're going to do that, have it come over here, hook up in here, and then you don't have a bottleneck when you've got a guy waiting because you're here and you're waiting for him to back up and move off. It's just... See, it's random. It's not even the first one, it's just random. I could go on all day. Holy shit. I could go on all day about the problems with this game. Okay, well, this turns out to be a very good idea, at least. I mean, I don't, it's hard to say. I mean, I could look at this, but that's the budget for every airline. That's not... I mean, we're still in the hole. Not drastically, though. Not where we were when we began. Okay, just it ticked up again. But, I mean, we've basically cut the expenses in half with our profit, whereas our trains are continually always going to be a deficit. And I really ought to just get rid of buses altogether. This one bus is not worth it. And it's primarily this, right? Yep, $960 a week just to have the depot. So it means I got to have more bus lines. So we're just going to shut that off for now. Not that it matters. I mean, we've got money anyway, but I'm on infinite money regardless. It's just the principle of the thing. And then it's hard to tell. I mean, criminy, I can't... How do you know? Okay. So what exactly... I mean, let's just look here. It's students. It's all students. Okay. So we do have this college over here, university over here. It has the amount of students we would need to bump this up. I'm not going to destroy this, I'm just going to turn it off. And now, all college classes are going to go over here, and people are very unhappy about this. All college now is out at the main campus, and we're just going to bump that up, and then I'll open it up again, because I'm not going to worry too much about going to full coverage. We still have no demand. In fact, we've got empty spaces here because too many people have died off. I do kind of like this. I mean, I don't like that it's so awkwardly spaced and everything, but I like the greenery. I mentioned that before, but I do kind of like how that turned out. And this doesn't look too bad. It looks very awkward, and it's created some very awkward roads all over this, and we've had... Where there's trees, there's fire. It's the Monopol City slogan. Alright, well anyway, wait a minute. Okay, it's already turned off. I must have got that at the end of the last episode. Okay. Well, what else is there to do? More transport, but really until we get more places. There's nowhere to transport to, and therefore no point. So let's think about what we want to do here. I don't know. I guess I could just make a little fill-in area and then kind of put in whatever I want on it. Why don't we do that? We're going to continue this trend, I think, of an inner block and just kind of make it all like that. And this one, let's make Royal Court a... Oh, it is. I already said that. Excellent. Let's do it. So, I mean, as an aside, this has no bearing on anything, and it's just wasting more time talking about it, but I saw a few overhead... okay, this isn't terrible. We don't need a roundabout there. A few overhead photos of cities, and particularly, I think Barcelona. and a couple other cities, European cities. And it varies wildly in layout design. You have the organic spaghetti whatever, and the angled everything, and then the grids, and it's all looks, I mean, they all have their own look to them. Having grown up in a place with grids primarily, and a deep appreciation for how easy that makes traffic, I think I'm just going to do kind of a grid. Not necessarily this. Maybe so again, the picture that I think is Barcelona it consists of basically blocks like this, where they are all blocks surrounding an inner courtyard plaza thing. I don't necessarily want that to be everywhere, but for this particular area, I think I'll do that. So within a setting like this, so I'm going to grab this. Now, how many could I get out of this anyway? Just 2, it looks like. So really not that far. It'll work though. It'll work. We'll do it. And we will use the normal streets, and so we'll just give that a shot. So this looks like it's separation of 1, 2. We'll just grab an area here. Well, how many? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3 entryways? Sure, 3 entryways. And those are all about right. You're kinda doing some weird stuff here, angular-wise, but you know what? That's okay. Now, let's have it all inset, let's say. Well, actually, it wouldn't go there. It would go something like this. Oh, no, it would not. Okay. How can I make you not do that? Apparently, there's not a choice. I mean, not unless I pulled it way out here, basically. Like, giving it its own separate whatever. Well, they're just not going to play well together, so we'll just have to deal with that. Can I just... Okay, we're going to go off of that line. And we'll just sort of see what develops here. So, like, if I wanted city blocks, 2 would have to be... Let's just grab the middle line here. And I guess I'm going to have to take you off, because I just can't get you to do what I want. I think this is actually going to look terrible. But it's too late, and I've spent way too much time. So let's just continue forward. That's not what we want. Let's curve that one. And that one? I mean, I'd like to kind of keep off of the main things here as much as possible. Well, I mean, are we going to have to put lights? Never mind. That's a question that does not need to be asked, seeing as how, God, you know what? These little short roads, after all, I've changed my mind. Excellent. The whole 5 minutes dicking around with something we're just not going to do. Thing is, I'm just trying not to screw too hard with the way this goes. So pull out some lines that are not necessarily going to be connected.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
I guess. How much of this could I do? Would that be okay, or should we just... Alright.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Yeah, we'll just continue on with the 3. But not there. See that? I actually don't like any of this. You know what? Let's not deal with this right now. I'll delete it later. Okay, so now we're deep in debt over something. Did that many people die that we just... This is growing too. Oh, probably because I have everyone sheltering in place at home and they're not home, not out there working and making money. Now this is a problem. The hell's everyone going to the right for? Probably moving in, huh? Yeah, these guys are all probably coming into the music just suddenly stopped. Oh, okay. Load times, I guess. Okay, so how we doing on... Ooh. How we doing on... Oh, we're almost there now. If all those people hadn't died, we might actually have that by now. And all we're really seeing is just a very, 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 very minor tick up in industrial. What the hell is going on? My computer is having a little bit of a chunk along here. Okay, I'm gonna... Well, I don't know. The audio's having some issues. Let's make another one of these right in here. And I guess we're gonna need you back on. See, now why is it that this one is just fine? Oh god. Why is it that this one is just fine, but the other one just tears up everything? It's actually really annoying. We watered over here? Oh, good. Good. And perhaps we may as well preemptively do this one too, huh? Is that the right thing that I want? Or is this a pathway? What is this? Ah, yeah. There you go. Alright. And then we... Is this a different one? I hope this is a different one than the ones I know. I mean, it's the same as that one. There's just not enough choice. Not enough variety in the parks. What about a plaza? That's too tiny. Alright, you win. This, however, is unnecessary. And we put this back in. Oh. Where can you be? You can be up here. Get out of the way. There we go. Now what do I have here? I should probably put a little bit of commercial up in here. So maybe one little area of commercial? Alternatively, we'd just put commercial on the other side and keep it nice. Or just put a little bit of commercial on the opposite side here, which I think was probably the original idea, I just can't honestly remember. Well, let's fill this in. Just let that do whatever. And looks like we need a little bit of sprucing up. No pun intended. That was not a spruce. Probably. I don't know. Those are beeches. Those are bushes. Those are alders. Those are oaks. Okay. Not a single spruce in sight. Speaking of, just continue on. Now, one of the trees I've been neglecting. No. It is an excellent space taker-upper. That's sugar maple. I've also been sort of neglecting adding color in. Of some generic green trees. There. And I'll probably have to do that in all these other little awkward places somewhere around here, somewhere along the line. Rose Park. Rose Park has plenty of entertainment, it just requires more people. So eventually it will be a 5-star park. We just gotta do more to bring people out here, which I think, as I stated before when we put this in here, I think I will put a theme park along here, and we'll just make this Marvin Gardens area kind of a big, nice entertainment complex. And you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and get started on that now so that we actually have something that's going on this episode. Right, so we need to come into park. Here we go. Amusement park main gate, small main gate. That's an important distinction. We will put you right here in Lilac World. How about not Lilac? Where's my list of names? So we did Rose Park over here. Let's make this. That is not the list of names. Let's make this one Orchid World for Dr. Orchid. Can we close this right now? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's going to start taking in money. Okay, so now we got to look at what we've got available for this. We've got a plaza. Okay. Amusement park cafe. Souvenir shop. All the usuals so far. A game booth. Okay, notice how these are shaped. Piggy train. It's a little kiddie ride. It's not like a around the park kind of train. How big are these now? They're not too big. Okay. We have lots of rides though. Big roller coaster. Okay. I kind of like that. That should definitely go back to the back end of the park here. Although, how about here? I do maybe think I want to put entrances. Okay, let's do that. Side entrances. Let's get everything sort of prepped and ready so I'm not taking over space that I would. Oh. Yes, the very, very cumbersome way of marking out your territory in this game. You want to build a park? Well, it's got to be within a special park district. Which is, I mean, God, this is such a bad way of doing this too, because really, you've already got a mechanism in here for drawing the districts. zones. And then you've got specialization tabs, which you could just as easily say, hey, make this amusement park, make this wildlife park, just add another tab. Why do you have to make separate special zones to push out and have special industries in them? Just more evidence of how cobbled together this game really is. Okay, let's do that, and let's do that, and now let's think about where we want Central Plaza. That's not helpful when you do that. Okay. So we will... Hey, why aren't you? Okay, so like I kind of want this here because I want... Central Plaza, push you down just a little bit. Central Plaza, good, put it down. Pathway. Okay. Then we're going to come back in here and we're going to look for... Amusement Park Souvenir Shop. Oh, does that fit? Just fits. Perfect. That is restrooms. Now, that was a souvenir shop. Where is a game booth, a carousel? So there's nothing like an information booth. Not that that's necessary, but if we wanted to do something like, say, Planet Coaster... make a nice information booth for people. Come right into the park. If I were to lay this out like my Planet Coaster unfinished park, well, we just wouldn't be able to do it because it's a completely wrong layout. Now back to you. Back to you. We grab you here, and we make a line there, and do that here. Now, let me actually think about doing... Now let's, before we commit to something incredible, let's do... Actually, I like that. You there. You there. Amusement Park Cafe. Okay, so now we need to think about what we're doing with what and where. Okay, that was the big plaza in the center. Carousel, piggy train? Yeah, you know what? I think we need some immediate amusements. You know, just to keep the kids occupied. And then we branch off of them there. And boy, that's not good. Okay. We're going to be finicky about this for just a minute. I don't really need to pause it, but I'm going to pause it anyway. And then that means we're going to have to probably move one of you. And let's come back in here. And let's put it on the grid. Grid and the snap, and maybe that'll all... No, because that one's too short. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, see, now that's not snug enough. Okay, we're going to take it off and eyeball it again. And I can let the game run. I don't need to stop people from coming in here. A little bit of imperfection is perfection. At least according to stereotyped Japanese sensibilities. Okay. Let's go ahead and just fence this off whilst I am thinking of what else to do here. Perfect. Alright. I've missed a spot. Completely pointless and cosmetic are the fences because your Sims will not leave the sidewalks to go walkabout. They will just do what they're supposed to do. Let's now talk about what we don't have yet. So there's the cafe, which we could kind of branch out. I'm gonna put down what I don't have. We do have the piggies. I just put down the piggy wiggies, and we got that one and that one and that one. This way I can at least see the size and get sort of a sense of Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. That's good, because I really... What are these? Just little side sit, and, can we... No. Well, hey. But it can go here. I said it can go here. Okay. It could also maybe... Yeah. I see. So we can make ourselves a little bit of an arcade place. Put some little coin slot machines and a coin game. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll create a little sit-down area somewhere. Alright, so what goes here? You know what? You look like a perfect candidate for that. We will put you over there, but not right now. You know what? You can go there. We'll put the the Ferris wheel over here. And let's see. So we'll probably want a loop coming in this way. But will we want a loop or what? Because I could angle... why bother with the angles? So let's just grab you and scooch all the way back around to this. So if I cut this in half, I should be able to get some small things on the other side, which is suitable. So we'll do like that, and then we will move the Ferris wheel right to there. And I can even make a little pathway here for no real reason. And then, as I said, we will grab you here. Let's actually do this first. There. Can we fit you? Amusement Park Cafe. We definitely can. Man, I could almost fit something else over here. I don't want to do too much though, because I've got this whole area out here that's going to need something. So we'll move you there. Yeah, really, we only end up needing half of this. Pretty much fit all of this in there. Well, okay, why not? We'll cut this in half. So let's grab you, swinging boat. Place you there. And let's do a mirror on this end. Say to about here. Yeah, more or less. Grab you here. Now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can we just tuck you inside there? Yeah. Alright. Now I've got a big, awkward, phallic ride. And, that does it. That fits everything into the park. So, let's come back now. Kill off some of that fence. Demand has not come back for anything in this park, or this city, I should say. Okay, I guess it automatically kills that. So there's 1 block's worth of something. awkward corners again, but maybe I can do something with that. But not right now. Okay, we need to then... Well, let's take pathway. The son of a... Alright, you get to connect there. But first I gotta bring you back. Can I just grid this? That's touching there, so it's gonna have to... Tell you what. We'll just eliminate this as a problem by centering you within the pathway. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete you, I'm afraid. Try again, because I can't see. There, that lines up. So clearly I didn't line up the entranceway, that's fine. A little bit of asymmetry never hurt anybody except those of us with very anal design tendencies. Let's get you off of there. Hey presto. Ah shit. I forgot the entryway over here. And you... Ah, crap. Okay, well, there will be no entryway. That's fine, I guess. Okay, well, I'll have to figure out what to do in the meantime. Fill in some of these little areas here and make some adjustments for a little bit of like an arcadey area. Maybe I can do the arcade over here, actually. And then we don't necessarily need another path going back here. There's some empty space there to be used, though, but I don't know what I would use it for. Do we even have restrooms in this? Game booth, cafe. We don't even have restrooms in this park. Well, I mean, how the hell are you gonna, when you make your fries extra salty so that people buy your drinks at the cafes and whatnot, and then they gotta go, where are they gonna go? You're basically just asking for people to pee in trash cans. And that would be unseemly. We don't want that. We do, however, want a connection here. Real quick, we'll just throw that in. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to give me. Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting, actually. Let's see if we can't make that happen over here, too. I'm gonna have to delete you. How come you don't like that? Come on, yes. Okay, well, close enough. Alright, so Orchid World. Such as it is. Keeping in with the flowery names, of course we now need to come in and extend Marvin Gardens to include, that's too big, include this little area, and then I don't know what I'm going to do over here, but yeah, we'll just continue our amusement theme park. Perhaps I'll do some shops up here. Ooh, wait, I could extend, wait a minute, Marvin Gardens, you could be, particularly, let's do specialization of tourism. Bam. Alright, so now when we do commercial stuff up here, we'll extend the, God, really? Even this little park caught fire. I swear to God. There's got to be a mod for stopping fires on that. The tree density alone is a ridiculous trigger for making things catch on fire. But this game seems to think if there's a tree, burn it down. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, when I put commercial up here, it'll be hotels and whatnot. And that, oh my god, did this? Oh, it's just not rendering. It looks like it's also caught on fire. Maybe it did. Who knows, the fire could have extended past the parking lot. Okay. Let's check in on the airport before we go. Okay, well, not super great, but not super terrible. Now the profitability is getting pretty terrible. I changed my mind. Everyone was pretty excited to go take a ride somewhere, but now not so much. Now it's just like, well, I don't even know. I haven't even seen a train come in yet. Not that I was over here looking. But one would think that perhaps I would have seen one. Seeing as how... Oh, okay. That one just came out of there. So I did. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. That is a pretty flat tunnel under there, too, when you actually look at it. And fuck... Disasters I don't necessarily mind, but this constant fire crap, this is abysmal. I realize I literally have an open fire pit in the middle of that, but come on. Alright. I see no obvious problems with traffic in this area anymore. It's quite a bit of it coming in, but it is all flowing very nicely. And I'm glad to see that this road actually was not a mistake. Putting in this exit right here, there's a lot of traffic coming to this area now. That they are completely avoiding this juncture, or rather this one, seeing as how this is where it would be. So it's alleviating traffic up in here, because now you don't have to worry about them coming off of that to come here. It's good. It's really good. I'll figure out what I want to do with this, because this just looks like crap. maybe I'll just do like a contoured interior or something like that, instead of trying to impose a grid inside of a non-grid. Anyway, time to end this one here. I will see you next time.